Ito ang lumang kapitolyo ng Rizal o mas kilala bilang the Old Rizal Capitol Ruins. Sa kabila ng pagiging tahimik at hindi kilala, ating silipin ang makulay na history nito. Samahan niyo kami as we dig and know the beautiful history of this site.
In approximately 12 kilometers east-southeast of Manila lies the municipality of Pasig, which has a total land area of 3,100 hectares or approximately 31 square kilometers, sprawled along the banks of Marikina and the Pasig rivers. Its boundaries were at Quezon City in the north, Cainta and Taytay in the east, Mandaluyong on its west, and Pateros and Taguig on its south portion. In those times, Pasig was considered as urbanized, with 80% of its area built up and only 15% planted to rice, corn, and other crops. That is why Pasig became the capital of the province of Rizal, for it became the center of commerce, trade, and industry. Situated along Lapashaina Street, Barangay Santa Rosa, Pasig City, the old Rizal Capitol ruins sit inside the heritage area of Pasig City, namely Plaza Rizal, the Pasig City Museum, Bahay Natisa, and Our Lady of Immaculate Parish. It is also approximately a 5-minute drive from today's Pasig City Hall. The site is located beside the junction of the Pasig and Marikina rivers.
Before Metro Manila was formed, Pasig used to be a part of the province of Rizal and became the capital city of the said province when the Philippine Commission headed by William Howard Taft with Commissioners Wright, Ide and Moses, Dr. Trinidad H. Pardo de Tavera, and the representative of other towns convened at the Church of Pasig on June 5, 1901 to reorganize the civil administrations of the Spanish-era provinces of Manila and Morong. And on June 11, 1901, under Act No. 137 of the Philippine Commission, 21 towns from the province of Manila and 13 towns of the Distrito Politico-Militar de Morong were joined together to establish a new province named after the national hero Dr. Jose Rizal. Few days later, on June 20, 1901, the first provincial government was organized in the town of Pasig under the regime of the Governor Ambrosio Flores. The old capital of the province of Rizal was originally built in the early 1900s and served as the center of government from 1900 to 1950s under the colonial administration of the Americans. The old capital was first built under the regime of Governor Felipe Gomez, Governor Julio Raimundo when it was inaugurated, and it was completed under Governor Jose P. Paz. Old Rizal Capitol is a two-story neoclassical edifice structure designed by insular architect William E. Parsons. Imposing the palatial design, the Capitol ruins was inspired by the Buckingham Palace and Pantheon. It has a consistent theme of the American government in invoking the values of democracy through Greco-Roman architecture. The old Capitol building has a U-shaped plan and has two facades. The one that is facing east on Lapashaina Street is a semi-enclosed courtyard facade, while the one facing west at the Capitol grounds is a 7-arched facade. It is said that it is simpler compared to other works of architect Parsons due to the absence of the precast ornamentation in the country. The site was a large estate beside the Pasig River and within the easy reach of a Meralco electric train line. It was a picturesque site, well suited for the goals of the American colonial government and perfect for the design intent of the architect. For almost 50 years, it was the center of power in the whole province of Rizal. It has also become a favorite venue for celebration like the Pasig Carnival of the pre-war years, which turned to be an inspiration for the song Mutya ng Pasig by Nicanor Abelardo. During World War II, the Japanese forces used this building as a garrison where prisoners of war were kept since it was also accessible to different kinds of transportation by land, water, and air. After the war, the provincial government of Rizal decided to move out of the area even though the building was still intact after the destruction of the war. They decided to relocate the capital in 1947 with the initiation of then Governor Dr. Sixto Antonio to the property along Shaw Boulevard that was donated by the Ortigas family. The old Capitol building was rented out and occupied by Amparts, or the American Machinery Parts Incorporated, an exporting company owned by an American businessman until 1990. Now, the Amparts is owned by multimillionaire Lucio Tan after the company ceased operation in the country and used the building as a bodega for Asia Brewery. In 1990s, the building also became a favorite shooting location and backdrops for films like Darna, alias Waway, Kapantay Ay Langit, Bawal na Gamot, and many more. In the present time, it is now a private property of Eaton Company. Its administration doesn't allow anyone, even the government personnel, to penetrate the area. Barangay officials of Santa Rosa said that a few years back, there was a student who committed suicide in the area, hanging himself in the middle of the high-ceiling staircase, while barangay officials from Sumila said that 3 weeks ago, they recovered the vintage bomb inside the vicinity of the area, which is not impossible since it was used during World War II. Today, it is still abandoned and quiet. If you will just pass by the area, you will notice the beautiful scenery of the building even without knowing the illustrious history of it. It will still fascinate you with the beauty of every wall, windows, arches, and ornaments of the old Rizal Capitol ruins. As a requirement for Design 7, I, Ria Maricharlene Regala, and Mary Kate Pineda went to Barangay Santa Rosa, Pasig City to see for ourselves the beauty of this structure. Before reaching the old Capitol ruins, madadaanan mo ang heritage sites na pinagmamalaki ng Pasig. Andyan ang Plaza Rizal, Concepcion Mansion or the Pasig Museum, Our Lady of Immaculate Concepcion Parish kung saan ginanap ang reorganization ng Rizal noong 1901, Cuartel de Guardia Civil, at Bahay na Tisa, at iba pang old houses sa Pasig. From Santa Rosa Barangay Hall, maglalakad tayo ng 2 to 3 minutes to reach the actual vicinity of the old Capitol. Upon reaching the area, you will see the beautiful design of this building even though present na ang lahat ng signs ng urban decay. Upon reaching the site, ganito ang makikita natin sa left wing ng building. Ito naman ang east side facade ng lumang Kapitolyo. Dito rin natin makikita ang lumang logo ng probinsya ng Rizal. Ito naman ang right wing ng building. Ito rin ang huling naitayong part ng lumang Kapitolyo noong 1910.
Right now, nandito kami sa Old Rizal Capitol Ruins designed by architect William Parson. And as you can see, abandoned na structure and dilapidated na siya. And considered na siya as urban decay structure. So, as you can see naman, molded na yung wooden gutter. Ruined na yung roof. Ceiling has moss and rustic na siya. Yung walls, yung paint niya, faded na, weathered na siya, may crack na din. Rustic na yung window casement, basag na yung mga windows. Pero despite of that, kita pa din yung neoclassical identity. Yung mga architectural compositions like corners, yung mga carvings, design sa walls like yung ledge, the railings, yung layering ng facade and other decorative moldings, yung old Rizal Kapitolyo Chapter